everybody, my name is Connor. Sometimes people call me NobleAsta, but not really. So, I'm here with another One Piece card game. I know, surprise, surprise. And I am playing Blurple Kaido. I have been having a lot of fun with this deck. Unfortunately, I definitely see why it's not in meta right now, but just with the stage and the ramping, oh, so much fun. So we were playing against Katakuri. Camera angle's okay in this one, which is nice. But yeah, so I feel like that's a pretty solid hand. I like seeing all the blockers so I can set up the Sanji that I have. That's nice. The only thing is I don't think I saw a stage, or maybe I did see. No, there's stage, yeah. So having stage is so awesome. I played 2 games with this deck, and in the second game, which I will not be posting because I got decimated, I didn't see stage at all. I couldn't see anything I was looking for, so it was pretty rough. So once I'm done fiddling with my camera, we can maybe get going. Also, if you guys do like any of the playmats I use, I do design them myself. I have an Etsy shop. It's always linked in the description. I am going to be printing a couple of the designs I have to sell physically, so you guys don't have to get it printed yourself, but I am affiliated with Ink Gaming, so I can give you a little code. I think there's a little code down below if you do end up getting it printed. I'm also working on designing some card sleeves. I've got some Gecko, some Corona, and a Nell going right now. So, looks like I got my camera looking decent, which is, that's a feat for me. And, oh my gosh, we're like 2 minutes into the video, and now we're gonna start the freaking game. Okay, so I go turn 1, draw, and I drop the Who's Who. We love a searcher. I don't really play a lot of decks with searchers, so I always like playing searchers when I have them. And this is a solid search. I've got, a Kaido, an ulti, just plenty of stuff to pick from, and I'm thinking about the 2k counter, and I do go with the 2k counter. Maybe I should have gone with the ulti. I definitely don't use the ulti in any deck she's in. I don't utilize her, and it's something it's just such a strong card that I really should. So they get the putting a search off, and they go ahead and do their search. So this is the only Blurple Kaido game I have right now. I might be going to play tonight, and I might be taking Blurple Kaido with me. I'm on the fence. I do finally have the 10-drop Kaidos that wipe board. Did not have those until after this video. So my camera arm is in a really shitty spot, so I keep trying to reach around it, and just really not doing great there. So that's why I keep dropping cards, and it's just a mess, but I digress. I get my 3 Dawn turn, I play my stage, and I get that extra Dawn. We are going to start ramping. We are going to get to 9 cost Sanji ASAP. I think next I'll probably play one of the guys to set up. I did struggle with the math involved in this. As you guys know, math is hard, and with ramping a Dawn, I had to think extra hard about what I wanted to do, and where to put things. Like if I ramp, then I'm at this many Dawn, and when can I do that? It was a lot of math, but still really fun deck. I think it might be a little better next set, maybe. I don't know. I am looking forward to the EBO1/OP07 meta, just because it is gonna be, there's gonna be variety, which is nice. So I swing my Who's Who into their pudding and get rid of it, and then I go ahead and X-Drake, and we are gonna see what we got on top. And I'm like, okay, there's a 9 cost Kaido. I can set this up so I can Sanji into 9 cost Kaido. That's the dream. That is the dream. So it takes me a bit to do the math to, get there. But I think I eventually, yeah, you can see my math fingers are mathing, you know. I am thinking about it. I am thinking really hard. And yeah, I think I end up dropping another thing to sort through the top, and I do realize that I did mess it up. So good thing that I did that. But I dropped the X Drake, I ramp with Island, and I can swing into Katakuri, but I kind of don't want to because it's Katakuri, and knowing my luck, I'd swing into an Onami trigger, and there goes my blocker. So I decide to hold off on swinging. And I'm not mad about that play. I think it's an alright play. Yeah, because I cleared board, and yeah, so he ends up redragging my X Drake. So maybe I could have swung with my lead. I'm not 100% sure. And then he swings into life, and I end up having. Oh, he checks my life, and I show him, just trying to. Make it easier, and then he tells me to put it at the bottom. It is so hard as a Katakuri, and like playing against Katakuri, to check your opponent's life. It's so awkward. So I take the hit, and I get the 2K animal. I always want to say Sakazuki, but I know that's not it. Yeah, but the 2K of animal. I feel like he's in a lot of blue decks just because he is a 2K. So I'm thinking about what I want to do here. I think I'm thinking about dropping the. What is his name? The Dofi blocker. I think is that third cost that you see under the queen. I think I'm torn between dropping Dofi and queen. But one of the things that I don't consider is I end up swinging 5 into lead, and he takes it. He gets the Parasparrow. At this point in the game, I was kind of like, I need to hit his life or I'm gonna lose. Like he's up significantly. It is a little tricky to play into yellow. I think I always struggle, and like in a similar fashion to the Betty matchup. Like I'm never like sure when to hit and when not to hit. Like I've gotten better at it. And I've gotten better at playing or like swinging into yellow before I play my cards, because the amount of times I would swing into Katakuri life after playing a 4 cost or a 5 cost and get it thunderbolted was a lot. So we play the Dofi, we ramp with the island, and I've got 2 Dawn left, and I think I go ahead and swing here, which realistically maybe I should have done that first. I don't think he gets no trigger. Oh my gosh, we are truly God's favorite today, boys. But yeah, so it's tricky, like especially with how much like life manipulation there is now with yellow. Like it's very scary to swing into yellow for sure. But we play Dofi. We reorganized the top because we had our Kaido placed wrong. And we're trying to figure out how much Dawn he's at, because I'm like, I don't know. I've been ramping, so I'm no help here. He goes ahead, he swings 7, if I'm not mistaken. Checks his life, leaves that there, so it's something decent. And I go ahead and 6, 7, 8. I get rid of the queen because there I am throwing my shit because of my awkward camera stand, but I get rid of the queen because I'm trying not to. I'm trying not to mess up my placement, so I'm not sure if that's the right play. But they 7-drop Big Mom, and I don't want to get rid of a life, so I tell them, you know what, go ahead, bud. You're looking low. Gotta keep you replenished, So I feel like part of the reason I struggled with this deck is I was very focused on dropping the 9 cost Sanji into something, when I feel like the deck has other things, other resources in a way, So we go ahead and we tap 9, we drop Sanji, and here it is, baby. We drop Sanji into 9 cost Kaido, and that's scary, but I'm feeling pretty good about it. And then I haven't ramped with my stage yet. Was really happy that I didn't ramp with stage. I blow up the Paraspero because it's the only thing I can blow up with the 9-cost Kaido. And I think, yep, I ramp with the stage. And I'm, letting him know as he gets his stuff all settled. And then I swing. What do I do? Do I swing? I swing 10 into life first. He gets the Amaru, of course. Of course, that's the life I gave him in. It's an Amaru. Which is kind of unfortunate for me. Great for him, but unfortunate for me for sure. And I go ahead, swing 6 at life. I'm thinking at this point, I gotta get rid of that 7-cost Lin, and he's at 10 Don. 10 Mom is coming, and there she is. And this is one of the first times I've really played against 10 Mom. So there is my only 10-cost Kaido. As I said, I don't have the Kaidos that blow up board, so yeah, that was pretty unfortunate. But I go ahead, counter out of the 5 hit. He swings 7, and I'm trying to decide what I want to do, and I end up taking it, and I get the kid blocker, which I'm not super mad about. Would have liked to see a kid blocker earlier. I think I do see another kid blocker in my hand, but I digress. Yeah, so I have 2 kid blockers. Not really thrilled with my hand. Definitely, yeah. So I've really focused on being able to drop the 9-cost Sanji into the 9-cost Kaido, which is great, but I've kind of let my life suffer for it. So I go ahead, I swing 10. I think I swing 10 into Lid. Yeah, 10 into Lid. And at this point, I gotta get blockers down. Like I kind of know at this point that it's game over, really. I go ahead, swing 10 at life, and no trigger. Wow, there we are again, being the luckiest man alive. I go ahead and I'm not sure. I think I'm just trying to get as much life off of him as I can. Because I do know it's kind of over. So I go ahead and X-Drake. Realistically, maybe I shouldn't have swung into his life so much and given him the opportunity to have more counter in his hand. So I go ahead and I put the Duval and the X-Drake on top, hoping that I can live long enough to where I can maybe drop Duval. I ramp with stage and I pass turn. So I think at this point he knows I have 1 blocker. And so he goes into life, and I block with the X-Drake, and he just throws everything on Katakuri, and I say, a Kajillion counter, I win. No, but he gets the game, and yeah, I think that my big issue with this game specifically was that I was really focused on dropping 9-cost Kaido or 9-cost Sanji into 9-cost Kaido. Like, I wanted to get that play off so bad that I didn't consider any other plays, and I think maybe considering some other plays would have been good. But if I do run the Blurple Kaido deck again, I do have the 10-cost Kaidos, so might give it another go. I definitely had a lot of fun with it, and yeah, so that is gonna do it for me though, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you liked this video, hit that like button down below. It helps me out more than you could ever know. Go ahead and subscribe if you are new, and I will see you guys in the next video. I hope you guys have a wonderful rest of your day.